Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another Racial Legends video. Today we're going over Umbral Enchantress, the Lockdown Queen. For sure, no doubt about that. I will give her that title. I always put these kind of titles as like a clickbait. And by saying clickbait, I mean it draws the eyes for players out there to click on it because stuff like, oh, DPS King, DPS Queen. It's in the gaming genre, so that's what everybody uses. Might as well use it too, right? But she is definitely worth it. Why am I saying this? Because she has a 2-turn lockout. Lockout, what do I mean by a lockout? It means that you do not allow your enemies to move, or they move but they do not do what they were supposed to do through their custom AI setups or whatever. Provoke, what it does, it forces enemies to do the A1, their default skill, on you. She does it for 2 turns. 100% chance with 4 books. Definitely 100% worth the investment. By the way, even without this, guys, Umbral is worth it as a Hydra champion, and I'll explain that once we go to her A2. But more about her A3. Places a block active skills debuff on this champion for 5 turns. It's one of the few skills that applies debuffs to yourself, and this debuff cannot be resisted or blocked and cannot be removed. Although I still think it can be removed by a few sources, and one of them is mastery. So it is essential if you're going to be using her for the arena that you go for the defense mastery right here. You can go offensive or you can go support heavy for Eagle Eye, and then go for this specific mastery called Resurgent. 50% chance to remove 1 random debuff from this champion when they lose 25% of their health or more from a single skill. Why is this so good? Because if your Umbral Enchantress goes first, she can actually cleanse this block active skills that she applies on herself and give her some extra turns. What does this allow for yourself is, because you apply provokes on enemies for 2 turns, you lock them out to do their skills for 2 turns. Insane value out of a specific skill. Unkillable, which means if they have no way to remove your buffs, then they will be hitting a wall that cannot be brought down. She will be just taking the hits over and over without any chance for the enemies to take her out, and you'll have 2 turns to take out the enemy team. If you don't have a team that can take down an enemy team in 2 turns where you have free reign over your opponents, then by all means go and farm for more DPS gear because you need it. All right, this skill is what makes her so good, and that's how I'm starting out the video. But she does have Immolate, her A2 block buffs debuff, 3-turn cooldown, 3-turn duration. Fantastic for every area of the game where buffs can be tricky. The Valkyrie waves for the faction wars, any waves that apply buffs in faction wars specifically. Doom Tower, any waves that apply buffs on their own teams and they have no way to cleanse their debuffs that they have already. So if it's a wave with the CPs and they cannot cleanse it, then you can actually lock out all those buffs. If it's something though that cleanses the block buffs debuff, then unfortunately they will still apply their buffs even if you had it already on the enemies. And then the A1 is very basic. Damage increases as current HP decreases. So this damage goes up when she actually gets hit with this. So she'll be hitting quite a lot with this one because this is also damage based on defense. Very solid champion. I have her geared currently for the Hydra clan boss, but this set pieces can still work for PvP. And what you need is speed and accuracy. The way that I would build her personally is to have her go second after your speed booster as your lockdown champion. Once you ensure that she goes second, that it's speed tuned, so your Umbral Enchantress is speed tuned with your arena booster. So let's say Arbiter or Haikatun or anything that speed boosts, Gorgorab, whatever, then Umbral Enchantress will go second, and then you focus on the accuracy substat. If you do focus on the accuracy substat, that means you can have better chance of not getting resisted because of course you'll get higher and higher accuracy. And that's why I also mentioned of this specific mastery for PvP purposes, Eagle Eye, 50 extra accuracy. It's gonna definitely help you not get resisted. So the sets that I do recommend to get on Umbral Enchantress are, of course, speed, accuracy, and perception. Okay, these sets help out with everything that I just said. The sets that I do have at the moment help me for the Hydra, but the perception set, speed sets are so good, especially perception. It's the best set in the game at the moment, I would say, in terms of value for one specific piece of gear, and especially the bonuses that it can give you. It works for multiple areas of the game, and it's just so good. So definitely farm those faction cribs, all right? So again, accuracy, I would recommend accuracy on the banner, accuracy on the chest piece if you need it. If you need to have so high accuracy, you're getting resisted a ton, go accuracy on the chest piece. Forgo the defense, it's fine, because it's gonna help you land those debuffs. And then you'll need accuracy on every single piece if you can, plus speed, accuracy on the amulet as well. And then the accessory that you can use, of course, the reaction ones will help you for if you know that you will be going second more than not. If not, then you can go for reaction ones instead of the refresh one, sorry, instead of the reaction one. So refresh are gonna give you the chance to lock out enemies more often than not. So if this gets refreshed and you also get the block active skills cleansed, then you can actually lock them out for a ton of time, and this is gonna help you just do whatever you want. So let's just go and do a showcase of Umbral. Of course, we could have shown her in Faction Wars, but I think it's locked at the moment, so I can't really show her in there. But you'll get the idea from just the arena fights that I'll be doing right now. So let me just do a refresh of the list right here, and let's have Umbral right here. She'll be going second, hopefully here. I'm not sure of the enemies, but okay. Let me give you an example of what you need if you ever consider Umbral for more end game setups. Okay, you will need to consider having a remove buff champion such as a Madame Series if you have one, and have her to be faster than Umbral. So currently I think I'm not faster than Umbral, so 250. So I would need to be boosting my speed a little bit more. So I'm at 250. Yeah, my Umbral is faster now, so you'll need to have your buff remover faster than this. So 251, we have 257 on Madame Series, so definitely good. We are good to go, and let's go and have a showcase. So what am I doing with the buffs remover? So if the enemy team had any buffs, then I would be able to remove them so that there will be no chance for that provoke to be stopped. So if that enemy Trunda had an immunity set such as mine, then I would be able to remove it with Madame Series like so, and in that way take them out. But here, wow, we actually got interrupted because my Umbral is not speed tuned with Arbiter, unfortunately. All right. So at least my Trunda survived there with a little bit of help. Let me see if we can actually take them out. We do take them out. This is just a lucky hit, to be honest. Boom. Let's see. Okay, and we beat this team. All right, let's just try another example right here. So this team at the moment has a Duchess even right here. So this will be a tricky one. Let's just see on how this run can go. Hopefully my Umbral can actually take them out. So here I can try and remove the buffs that they have, or I can go in there with the A1 from Madame Series. So if my Madame Series has the Evil Eye mastery, this means I can remove some Terminator from the enemy Arbiter, and she won't be boosting, which will allow me, even when not speed tuned, to actually get a turn. So I don't think this Arbiter is fast enough because my 257 went. So this is a very slow Arbiter. But I'll still do my defense down. Look at that. She did go, but my 251 interrupted. So here I can do either a block buffs, or I'm gonna go with the lockout. So here's the lockout example. Provoke didn't land here, unfortunately, but we're still good, I think. Yep, still good. Managed to survive there because we're a little bit tankier than them, and there was also the decreased attack landing, and boom, we cleared them out. The lockout worked, definitely. So let me just show you another example here. So instead of having Madame Series, I'll have maybe another booster in there. Or if I Yeah, I would need another booster with a 364 arbiter that I have. To make this speed tuned, I would need a 310 or so Umbral, which I cannot build, unfortunately. But I think, yeah, I'll keep the Madam series and check out this team. 280,000 power. Oof, it's gonna be very solid. Okay, look at this. The enemy arbiter went. Enemy Madam series went. So here I can actually do a remove buffs. Maybe that would be better. There it is, and I'm gonna try and lock them out right now. Boom, there's the lockout. Getting hit, but we won't be going down because look at that unkillable that she has. She just cannot get taken down. And my Trenda is gonna go next, and poof, takes them out. All right, and that's the idea behind the lockout method. Of course, you need to be speed tuned, and I would recommend going over to check out the arena calculator on Deadwood Jedi's website, and you can actually use that to speed tune your teams. Like example, this team right here, I would never be able to outspeed them with this specific setup because it does have a Valkyrie, which pretty much stops any speed tuning that I can have. I need to have very proper speed tuning to beat out even Valkyrie teams. So the best thing that I could possibly do against this one would maybe be put like a double lockout here through a Hegemon. So Hegemon would allow me to go by locking out Arbiter, and then basically Umbral would be useless right here. So here I lock them out with stuns and block active skills. So even if my Umbral goes, like it's not really, it doesn't really matter because here block active skills, I can still do the provoke, but look at that, they're just locked out again, and there's no chance that they can go. But here Arbiter could have gone because of Valkyrie stealing my Terminator from the buffs applied, and that would have been nasty for my team. But Umbral, such a good champion. I didn't want to showcase her for her A2 skill. That's a very specific thing. You can use it for the Hydra if you ever want to consider her because of how it works. Let me just show you on Nightmare very quickly on how that works from the team that I used last week. I'm not going to show you the full run. Where is my Umbral team? Here's my Umbral team. And what Umbral allows is for a 3-turn duration, 3-turn cooldown, block buffs. And you'll see it in action right now. All right. Let's see. Boom. Look at that. We got resisted there, but 4 turns duration there because of the support route that I went because of this one. So you can see the possibilities. What I would recommend as an example for this run where I got resisted is just very quickly free regroup. So you go in there and do another run with the block buffs on the Torment head. But I mean, it's fine for this showcase. And we get how much damage? We get about a 3 million by turn count 1. So the block buffs are going to be very useful because of this boss right here, which applies the poison cloud, which stops you from doing strong hits unless an HP burn is on. And also this boss steals buffs. So with the block buffs on it, he cannot steal your buffs. He steals them, but he doesn't receive them because of the block buffs. So that's how this works. Let's just go out. This was the video, guys. The showcase was more about the lockout mechanic and how to utilize it best for arena, I would say. But everything else just makes it so good to have an Umbral. She's definitely gone skyrocket in terms of her value for 2022. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.